Okay, we just created hatches, and the last one we created is supposed to be this box, and that one is just a series of boxes as a pattern. A hatch is just like any other object. You can erase them individually. You simply have to go to your modify tool and click your eraser tool, and simply select the line of a hatch, select, and then press enter, and it should be deleted. You can put in a hatch by going to draw and hatch, and what you can do is you can define your hatch using a particular style. Okay, and that one, if you go to properties, okay, we can click in user defined, and user defined hatches will ask you if you wanted to create a cross hatch. Okay, so if you wanted to create a cross hatch of lines, you can specify the angle, let's say 45, press enter. And what is the spacing between the lines? So the actual spacing. So let's say we put in a 0.25 of a space, press enter. And do you want to double hatch the area? That means you want to put a hatch on opposite patterns. So let's try no first. So click no, and then you're ready to now point to the area and then press enter. Okay, and it would appear solid. But if we zoom closer to this portion over here, you will see that it's actually angled lines. It just appears solid from afar, but when you go closer, it's actually series of angled lines, and the spacing between these lines is the 0.25 we selected or we typed in a while ago. So you can modify this again by clicking on it and make sure you're in properties, right? And then the 0.25, you can adjust that to 1, and when you press enter, then the gap of the lines will adjust. Okay, that's 1. If you want it spaced further, as long as this one is selected, you can change it to like 3. Press enter. Now it's 3. Yeah. Oh, let me zoom extents, and then zoom closer to this one. As long as you have it selected, and you can change the properties. Let's say I want that to be 8. Enter, and then it will just simply widen the gap between those lines. I can also change the hatch to a double, or what we call a cross hatch. So I simply pull this down and answer yes, and it will cross hatch it, meaning there's going to be opposite angles on the hatch. Okay, so this is a cross hatch pattern, okay, or a user defined pattern. You can change it back to no. You can change the angle. Let's say I want this vertical lines. So if I want it vertical lines, then I adjust that to 90 degrees when you press enter. The vertical lines. If you want it horizontal lines, then that's 0 or 180. Press enter. Okay, so these are user defined lines. You can adjust the angle, the spacing, and you can even make a cross hatch out of it. Okay,